Hey guys, the Mighty Helios here. Today I'm going to be trying out the Backpack Hero. I shouldn't really be saying try it now. I've already been playing it for a while. Really love it. Haven't really gotten through a lot of the meat of it. Epic Games gives like a shit ton of free games out. And this just happened to be one of them. And I just have a whole catalog of games on Epic that I just haven't touched. This happened to be one of them. Wanted to try them out. So I'm gonna start a new game. As you can see, I've already had some time spent in on another one, but just so you guys get the full experience, I'll start from the beginning. In the deep, dark dungeons beneath Odelia, a young pack rat searches for treasure. There she discovers a mysterious relic. Mysterious relic. Whoa. Long story short on this game, it's pretty much a roguelike, but a backpack management, or like item management kind of deal thrown into it as like the big crux. You have this map that you move around, kind of very cliche, most roguelikes. Not gonna lie, you'll be starting with this loadout for a lot of the beginning run. And it's pretty much a sword, shield, and some food. Now, obviously, these are pretty self-explanatory if you're like a big Slay the Spire kind of fan. The shields pretty much just kind of give you shield, obviously, block. And wooden swords will deal damage. You might be noticing the green symbol on some of these. Like here it says 0. These guys cost 1. You essentially have a limit of energy, and I can show you guys in a second. It's like your action economy, essentially. In combat, you click items to use them. You must defeat all enemies to continue. Many items, including your sword and shield, require energy. Once you are out of energy, you should end your turn, then the enemy will act. So as you can see right here, got 3 right here. So between that 3, I can distribute however many I like. Even this one is 0, so I can use it for free essentially, and it gives me more energy. But as you can see, when it's out of uses, the item itself is destroyed. I'm just gonna, since he's only blocking, you can tell what they're doing next based on the icon above their head. I'm just gonna full swing at him, get as much damage. Yep, just kind of what I explained with enemy intentions. You can see what they're doing on top. Hit a block, full block that. We'll just hit him a little. We get some more damage in. And go for the kill. Now you might have saw a little bit on the side right there. You can get some free items throughout fights, but it can prolong fights. The leveling up in this game is pretty interesting. Each character is very unique, but for the majority of the while, you'll be learning about our main character here. And you level up not just by getting stronger per se, but you level up by increasing how many, like your literal backpack space. And pretty much just saying, if you hover over item, it'll tell you all the juicy details about it. Every time you finish a fight, or if you find loot out in the dungeon, you get usually a good plethora of items to choose from. Honestly, out of this, I'm just going to take the bee sting and this guy, which is a little shuriken, does some fire damage. And we progress to the next floor. Good old 3 layers each area you go through. Chest of valuables will always look like that. Your little enemy icons, they even are a little nice to you. And tell you who you're going to be encountering. So if you remember enemy types, you can plan ahead. Oh, and you can also check your backpack at any time if you forget what you currently have. I'm just gonna level up my experience so I can get more space. Ooh, yeah, these guys are pretty good to kill early on because you get luck. Luck is more generated for the loot that you get with items that you can acquire potentially. But he will run away in a little bit. You can even see how much experience you can get. You get 3 experience for defeating this guy, 7 for that, and so you pick and choose who you really want to kill. If you can end the fight earlier than normal. So I'll just go after him, and I'll just start working on that guy. Try to get max experience out of this. That is perfect, but we are going to take some damage just because we were greedy on that. Now, you can see on the side, I can reorganize, and you can kind of see some actions I could take on the top left. Reorganize, essentially take all my energy, or depending on how your loadout is, you can have more and just have some actions after. But usually in the beginning, you take your whole turn to essentially shift things around in your backpack. And sometimes when you do that, it'll be like, hey, if you waste your turn and change things in your backpack, we'll give you this item. And so, kind of up to you if you want to take that or not, depending on the item they're offering. And then you have Scratch, where it's like, all my items that I have in my backpack are too high energy for me to cost, but I still have energy to spare. I want to do something. I'm just going to hit him for 3 damage. I'm going to Scratch at him. But we are going to continue with the plan of just wailing on him with the bee sting and then going in with the sword. Because the only reason I'm using the bee sting once is, if I remember correctly, I believe it's a little shtick. It can only be used once. Yeah, it can be used once a turn, but if I use another item next to it, it can be refreshed. So now that I have more space, if I do it like, or put it like this, oh, it's in the column. So any item that I use in here will let me reuse the blade, essentially. Then rocket silo, an accessory. Once a combat, creates a rocket. Keys, there's some chests you can find. If you have a key, you can open it. Frothy drink and a warm drink. I'll get a frothy, of course. And you don't have to take everything. Kind of like, I still had the option to take one. I was like, yeah, screw it, don't want it. Just let it be. Sadly, you don't get any benefit out of it, but damn. Now we can do more damage if we're allowed to swing a little more. Actually, I'll show you a fun thing you can do with the cups and stuff like that. Because drinking gets some health and energy as this one, but you also get left with the empty cup, which you can just chuck in their face. Bee sting. Get some items. Move that over. Ooh, the right glove for each column on the left. So we're going to shift everything over here and put that glove here. Because now, every time I start my turn, because of how many spaces are to the left of this glove, I get 2 block. Pretty sick, if you ask me, in this game. But we're just going to take all of these expendables. An event, we're going to backtrack. See if anything out of this chest. We're going to get rid of these 2. Snag this guy. I'm not gonna lie, we're probably gonna get rid of this guy as well. But yeah, essentially, gonna grab this guy, free hit, trigger that, I can go into that. I might want to keep the sword just because it's a for sure. Yeah, I'll just keep both, why not? Let's go explore this little guy right here. Ooh, little dead body. A single flower upon his chest. The possum has been here for several days. Poor fellow. Pray for him, steal from the body. Yeah. You kneel to pray for him. He opens a single eye. Nobody has ever done anything nice for me before, he says. You are here just to loot me? He gives you a gift and then lays back down. I got a rogue's mask. It's okay. You know what? Honestly, fuck it. We'll get it. Adds a little bit of dodge, chance for someone to miss their hit. Or enemy, I should say. Ooh. We are gonna pop that off. Hopefully we missed a fire. So we'll go up, ball, up. Oh, good call me. Let's go. Son of a bitch. Got it. And I can only use out. What is it? Once a combat? Yeah. Up. Already. Up. Get some items. Let's see. Let's put the clothes down. Grab the hat, because the hat cares about how much is below it in terms of how many spaces. And it's the same thing like the gloves. But this one's a little better. It gives me a full block per space below instead of 0.5 like the glove. You know what? We'll take the luck ring, and we'll also take this. Acidic potion. Get some money. There's some like shops and stuff like that you can run into. while you're throughout the dungeon and stuff like that to get new gear. Oh, speaking of, there's one right here. Clear these guys out, make our way over there. We're gonna pass on the shuriken, but bub, bub, bub. Yeah, I'll just finish them off. A rocket and a shit ton of shurikens, and then the whetstone could be good. I can make things stronger, adjacent weapons, I should say, but can I fit that in there? I'll probably give up the... Nah, I'm gonna just forego that. Let's go to the shop. Kind of like a loot chest, he just kind of has a random selection for you, good or bad. Ooh, honestly, I'll sell my shield to him, snag this one. Get some combat. Let's see if I can reorganize a little bit. Get this. Now whenever I use it, these get stronger for the for the combat. Okay. That's better than I thought. Ooh, do we gamble? His cloak billows as he steps from the shadows. We can make a trade. You know, this honestly usually goes pretty bad for me, so I'm just gonna give him the luck ring. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. You can keep that, Chief. You say it was a gift. Get 7, get the 19. Is that all enemies? Yeah. Then 3 damage. Yeah, I only could do it once. I guess I could have took the gamble on that. But Bob. Oh, because he's not attached to that anymore. I see. I should honestly need to switch those around. Yeah, I'll just continue that. Save the food. The sneaker. 7 damage when adjacent attack. No, I'm not big into self-destruction in terms of the items. I would have to do that. That, and that should kill. Alright. Up. Q. Reorganize that. Ooh, spike shield. Honestly, give me some space. Give me some space. This potion right here gives me 25 block when I use for each adjacent accessory. I don't have any. Yeah, we'll just forego everything else. Pick up some money. Fight this schmuck. Or schmuck, so my apologies. I didn't know I was going against a whole gaggle. Yeah, that's enough. Push him to the back. Then we'll go Bob, the Bob. Then he'll die next turn. The reason why I'm targeting the bat is because his icon at the bottom. I just get 5 extra gold when he's dead, but he does have a tendency to run off sometimes. We're gonna target him with that first, then we're gonna hit that, and then we'll go back to that, and we'll push him back, fuck it. And then we'll switch, and then wash, rinse, repeat. I don't think it's important depending on their order, technically right now, with me pushing them back. But there are some instances where, where they have a perk where it's kind of like a defender kind of deal, where you can't target people behind them until you dealt with them. Honestly, it's probably dumb, but we ball. Some secrets. Okay, yeah, some. Oh, that's just XP. Oh, the fool I am, I should have known. We'll come back to that. he wants food, and I think he gives you a cleaver. Yeah, age has crept in around his snout. You can see the white fur and shagged edges from around his coat. I'm getting out of the game, he says. If you have something to eat, I might as well give you my cleaver. Yeah, I'm not a big cleaver user in this game. I just haven't found a viable build that I've come across. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of different versions of cleavers that you kind of combo off and get benefits while using cleavers to kill. It takes a little bit to set up, but in my personal one, I just have not got to that point. Because there's a lot of different ways, kind of like Slay the Spire, that you can... Oh, wait a sec. I recognize that. It's my mom's lost locket. It could have a clue about where she is. Snag that shit. Get out of here. Oh god! This is the property of the king. That's mine. All items in the dungeon belong to him, you dumb bitch. If you want it, you'll have to fight me for it. Say less. And then we'll just throw some acid on him. Why not? And then we're gonna forego. Yeah. Give me that shite. My mama's necklace. And now we get out of the beginning tutorial with the cheese, the golden cheese. Sells for 25 extra food in Haversack Hill and for 25 extra treasure in Haversack Hill. Now you might be wondering, sells? What? We're dungeon crawler. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, this is where part 2 of the game comes in. Town building. By Anna's Quills. Purse, there you are. Why were you gone for so long? I was exploring the dungeons. We talked about this. You promised to only stay near the entrance. I found this amazing backpack in there. It let me explore deeper and bring back more stuff than ever before. Besides, we won't be able to rebuild this town with what we could find laying in the woods. That may be, but I do need to remind you how dangerous it is in there. Honestly, Dad, you're fucking exaggerating. It's not that bad. Besides, I wanted to make a difference. There's bandits, king guards, and who knows what else. Still, Dad, it's so easy to do that. It's what Mama do. I don't know why I'm turning into that voice for her. Your mom would also know to be more careful. How dare you? No, I was kidding. The risk is worth it. Yeah, the data is worth it. It's a big shot to put some life in the back of this town. I suppose there's no convincing you. Just promise me you'll be careful, Purse. Dad, I found some in the dungeon. I think it's Mom's locket. I saw one of the king's captains down there. I think he might have been there the day Mom went missing. Let me see that. Oh, the cheat. No, I was kidding. There's that. This was your mother's locket. I recognize it, of course. She found this in the dungeon. She found this in the dungeon. She always claimed it was magic and the source of her luck down there. I remember she had some way of opening this thing, but it was always a challenge for me. Dang it, I can't get this thing. Come back to me next time you're around. I'll figure it out. Dang, locket. But yeah, you pretty much have a whole town that you can manage and stuff like that. Let's talk to Czar. She's been in Haversack Hill. Motherfucker, running away from me. She's been in Haversack for years, and she sells me odds and ends. I didn't even click you, Dad. You look rough. Did you fall for the old hermit crab and the treasure chest trick? I just came back from the dungeon. I figured. I always know you're gone down there when old Lewis starts pacing the entrance of the town. I hate to worry him, but there are so many things down there that could help rebuild the town. But the dungeon keeps shifting, and I can't get deep enough. It is tricky down there. It took my brother Baz years to make any progress in his explorations. I don't know how my mom did it. Yeah, that Prada was something special. I sure do miss her. Anyways, do you find anything good to sell down there? I found this magic backpack. It lets me carry lots of stuff. How about the backpack? Is that for sale? No, bitch. This backpack lets me carry all sorts of stuff. Well, if you bring back more stuff, we can scrap it and sell it. If only we had a store to sell it at. Why don't you remove the old store and we can get some resources from that. Follow me and I'll show you where it's at. Alrighty. Yeah, gets go around, or not go around, but destroy that. And there's requirements and stuff. You get some materials back depending on what you're destroying. I go back to the Czar. Wow, you sure scraped that old store quickly. Here's a blueprint for a new one. Could you make it? Sword. Any excess items that we find in the dungeon, we can sell in here for some resources on the top right, back for the town. And this game loves decorations. Depending on how well you efficiently decorate your town, you can get better efficiency out of your buildings, depending on decorations. It will take a few resources to build, but you got a few when you scrap the old store. And kind of the same before as we were destroying, but now we got this little menu, and this will get long. It will just pop up with everything that we could potentially sell. And you don't have to like do hard commitments about where you put things. You can just click and drag everything else once you put it down. So no worries if you don't like the placement of something. I built a store. When you said you'd build a store, I meant over the next few weeks. How the hell did you do it so fast? It's the backpack app. They can lift, move, carry, and organize everything, even buildings. And fucking apparently construct everything like it's an animator. This changes everything. With what you can do now, I think we could really rebuild Haversack Hill. I'll start setting up the store as a trading post. You should head back to the dungeon to find more supplies. And we could technically just run back over here, but you got a quick button on the bottom right. Finding more. Alright, this is our main person, obviously. And you can tell on the top, we got a couple of more people that we've unlocked. If you remember from the beginning, I did have this second guy unlocked, and we could potentially get to him. But first, if we want to know a little bit more about her, a peppy rat from a poor village in Oakshire Forest. She aims to storm the dungeon, rebuild her village, and save her family. And I won't spoil about why or what's unique about each person. I'll leave that to when we get there. Alrighty, same setup once again. Ooh, hey, we get some gold off rip. Alrighty. Ooh. Alrighty. Let's get that and then target the crab. I will always target this crab when I see it first, because as you can kind of figure with a bomb on its back, I think it might even say. Oh no, but it will blow up.
Hello.
Crab bomb.
Hello. Oh.
Long story short, it will blow up and do Daka damage. I think, yeah, right now. It's going to. So, death to you, and then that should be Gucci. Hazards. So, some enemies will create hazards, forcing you to add them to your backpack. They could be placed in an empty space or on top of items already there. Be careful where you place them. Hazards have special and negative effects that affect your items, such as this fire. When my turn ends, it creates another fire adjacent in a random direction or a diagonal from it. Whenever I use it to get it out of my backpack, I get 2 burn on myself. When an item behind this is used, so if I use an item that is, I don't know what behind technically means in this case, we'll find out in a sec, but I will also burn myself. But I think, I don't know, sometimes you also have the option at the bottom to just take the damage instead of putting it on there. But I'll put it on my shield. So now, click that, so it looks like behind technically meant, or could have meant that. I shouldn't say technically, I have no idea. And we're just gonna keep with the plan of shielding up and doing, oh well. I was thinking I probably could have just full sent on him, but we're gonna be a little goofy. We're gonna go this side. I should have went up. Damn. I say let's be a little goofy, and I go and bamboozle myself. We're gonna take everything out. We're definitely grabbing this. We need this on the bottom. Now this are some items, you might see this blue icon on them. If you click on an item, you should be able to just look up the entire card and everything it can do. But this has two sides to it. So, for example, if I rotate, it is now a helmet. If I do it one more time, it is now a footwear. You can see it on the left of the item picture where I'm looking at, where it says helmet and footwear. But essentially, when we view it, when it's a helmet, if it's not on the very top of your backpack, it does not work. But it gives you 3 armor for every turn. And then if you're using it as a shoe, for each row above it, kind of like the helmet, you get 1 block. So honestly, I think it's going to be more beneficial for me to run it as a helmet. But now the trick is, can I fit everything else? No, I can't. So I'm going to have to honestly leave that behind. It saddens me to say, but my little goof and gaff on the side has screwed me over a little bit. So I'll take the luck ring instead, and hopefully that carries over into the next loot. Get some XP. Most of those, the little sparkles, if you see, is kind of like a free 5 XP. Yeah, nothing crazy. If I had more space, that'd be better. I could have skipped it to a whiffer XP, but we're gonna have to double and then do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna full send it to there. Hit him with a little cheeky 6. I probably should just pass. Hello. Lesson, I'm going 1 down. Oh, I got another one. B-ball, we go 2 down. Oh, what's that? Vampiric, or Vampire Blade. Vampiric. Vampiric heals for all damage dealt to non-summons. Not gonna lie. Kind of baller. Do I take, or do I go for, you know what, I'll keep it, see if I can get some crazy combo. Always gotta take a shiv. It's just a free 2 damage every time. I guess I could use it as a health recovery. You know what? We gamble. This luck ring is absolute shit. It's probably just me just making bad decisions, but I need something to blame it on. 14. Go with this guy. Hit him with a vamp. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Should I? You know what? No. I'll wait till next floor. Ooh. Bub. This is a bitch to deal with. Static. Oh, does it? Yeah. See, I could. Sorry, that was my phone. If you heard that. You can skip an item. The static or the hazard, but you do take damage with it, which honestly I'm just gonna say no to that because I got the Vampiric Blade. So I'll double stack up again, hit him with that, back up like nothing ever happened, and then we just slowly go for this healer, and I think we just watch, rinse, repeat until we win. I will say the soundtrack's fucking baller on this game. You're joking. I'm gonna have to use one. Ooh, a fish. Nah. Adjacent weapons. Ooh, actually, Bob and Bob. Yeah, so now these guys get a +1 on their damage because of the sapphire next to them. And you know what? Just to fill it out. Never hurts. Ooh, next encounter or free bill experience thing, be leveled up. Can't say no to backspace. I'm gonna save that unknown event. Okay. It's probably not the greatest strategy to do, but oh, what the fuck is it? Jagged Blade. Legendary. On use, deal 9. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta use that. Then we put that up there. So that can get the +1. That'll just be a good board. But can I move things around better? No. That'd be sick to get that. So in this case, I'll just do that. Yeah. You know what? We'll go back to that. Hark. The squirrel looks at you absentmindedly. Long ago, I retired from patrol, he says. Now I spend my days adventuring and reliving my glory days. I do not need much of my older equipment anymore. Can I interest you in something? Honestly, give me a shield. From beneath his bushy tail, he pulls a shield. This may protect you. Remember, loot is only valuable if you make it back alive. Why this shit freaky? I don't say spicy, but why he look freaky? Oh, it's a sunlight item. I'm gonna be real. I love that you offered this to me, but I'm going to pass. We'll go get some experience and some gold. Bam. What's that? That much. And then we'll hit you with that, and then we'll hit that and on. Oh, I can't do that. That's so sick. Okay, up, put a bob, and a bob. 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 Dude, that's so sick. Alright. Oh, the boot! Redemption. Ooh, only if I had a way to get rid of poison. This one's a poison whetstone. Essentially, I could just take this sapphire out, and instead of +1 damage, I use it with an energy, I think. Yeah, and I get some poison, +3 poison on the weapons, but also giving poison to myself. Bubble. Instead of floats. If an item floats, that means it has to be on the top, kind of like this guy right here. See, I can put it right here. You see how it just floats. So this guy floats. Whenever I use it, I'll gain 2 health or 2 regen. So for 2 turns, I'll gain 2 health and 1 health. Adds 2 haste. I'm gonna be real, don't know exactly what that does. We'll add X additional block when blocking, and then energy. But honestly, give me the big boy volatile. 30 damage to everyone. Can't go wrong with AOE. Oh, more enemies to die. Dude, I could. Fuck it. Oh, I thought it was all, but honestly, yeah, he can't steal my shit anymore. It's 10. Up. Almost. Oh, I should have swung. extra material that can... Honestly. I want the ring because it gives me more health, but I'll be real. I'm thinking about getting rid of the vampiric blade. I'll wait till I find something that genuinely wants me to get rid of it. Oh, how am I not leveled up? No, because I was thinking about giving him my fish, see what cleaver I get, but I don't want to start trying to figure out cleavers now. What we got in the shop? We do have a hat, but I don't have space to put a hat on top. I don't think it works. Some items work, like where they're looking at, depending on how you rotate them. But I don't think... Oh, I thought I got that poison whetstone. I could have... Damn. You have good stuff, but I have nowhere to put them. But did I miss a chest all the way back? Oh my god. I'm blind as hell. Oh. That's such hard. That's so hard to fucking put it somewhere though. Beach. Because that's where it gets stronger. Oh, only for the combat that you're currently on, but in my personal one, that one got me hella far. Alrighty. Let's kill this with that boy. Big old chick hell. And then bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Pop that to do that. I kind of forgot he had the enrage. Angry. When attacking, he adds a rage. Rage will add 4 damage when attacking. He kind of hates being touched, but wants to touch you. It's unfair.
What did he say?
I'm just gonna pop that. Now you could just let him hound on you. But usually he technically kind of really doesn't. So I'm going to risk it this way. Right. Hold up. Let me cook. And then I'm just gonna slowly heal. Brother, I need you to not be angry anymore. Why this bitch so mad? Oh, I'll take a damage. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to full send everything. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna barely live. I think that's my problem sometimes. I'm a little too passive when I need to be a little bit more aggro. Because I will say there was one mission you'll see that I just got stuck on at the end just because I would have a really good build, I would misclick, fuck up, and ugh. Hey, Vivian, librarian here, reporting for duty. I was told Haversack Hill is getting quite large, but still no library? We need to change that. Learn about powerful relics here. Once you build, we can really learn new things about the history of this place. Oh, should I mention that I'm an expert on many languages that are written across Ordoria? If you find anything to translate, it should be labeled as lore. Bring it to me and I'll be happy to translate it for you. Do you have anything for me to read? Do I? No. Great looking item, but... Oh, I don't think I chose anything. Oh, cool swish. Have you contributed to my campaign for mayor? You waiting for mayor? We have a mayor? Not yet, you don't. I am Mayor Quilquish Jr., and I intend to be your next mayor. My father, Lord Quilquish II, was the mayor of Haversack back before it fell into disrepair. All this time I've been waiting to claim my birthright, and now that my town is recovering, I have returned. Yes, you've done all the adventuring and fighting and risking your life, but someone has to handle the true risk. The voting public. The first thing I need is a small donation. Let's say 10 pieces of treasure. Do you have some treasure I can have? I just need 10. Grubby piece of shit, I only have 4. Father, Lewis, well, you're back again. I am. You're never going to stop doing this, are you? Never. I can't, Dad. I can't, Dad. I was born to adventure. You were always just like your mother. If I wasn't, or if it wasn't for my bad leg, King would. If it wasn't for my bad leg, the king would have conscripted me, and then you'd been all alone. Purse. If something happened to you after losing Prada, I don't think I could live here without you. I miss Mom too. I'm sorry I worried you, Dad, but you have nothing, or I have to do so. Not, I have to do this, not do so. I have to worry you, Father. Zara, we haven't sold anything to the store yet. Even if you get beat up, you can still bring things back to the dungeon. I know it's tempting to save some things from your personal collection, but we need resources to build this place. I'll stop by the store and drop off my stuff. Okay. But honestly, that is what we have to do. Just drop off everything. And as you can see, our numbers went up in the top corner. I should have slow rolled it a little bit, but I'll do it on the next one. But now, we got a library we could build. We'll do right there. Boop. And before we do that, because we now have the 10 treasures, we'll talk to him again. Give him. Please swear me in. Sure. I'll repeat after you. Huh? Whenever you're ready. I don't know the oath. It goes like this. I, Purse, adventurer and settler, do hereby swear in Mayor Quillswish Jr. in the duly confirmed title of Mayor. Therefore, I now appoint you Mayor Quillish Jr. Mayor? Your first name is Mayor? It's my birthright, and it is a family name. As for you, I can see that you are well prepared to handle this town. Allow me to help you. You can build as many of these as you want. A farm allows me to generate food while I'm in the dungeon. Farms are great food. And houses will attract new villagers. We can't expand forever, though. The cost will keep rising. So immediately I'm going to start building houses because you need population to clear out stuff. So we're going to keep in the lower quadrant here. Can I do... Can't afford them, I'm broke already? Yes, I am. Understandable. Now we got the laboratory here. Essentially, if I bring in an item here, I will be able to get this item. Kind of like a Stardew Valley community center hall trade-in kind of deal. But I think that is everyone who wants to talk to me. Also, if you can't find someone that you know you have a mission you need to turn in for them, you can do this bottom right button. If you remember what they look like, you can talk to them. It'll automatically, your guy will just walk straight to them. Alrighty, we're gonna go in for another one. Yeah. Because we need more resources. Oh, if I can click and drag. Let's see what we get off of it. A crap. Wow. So I do that. Wow. Honestly, I should do that. I should. I don't want to risk anything with you. go down this time. Keep that one up there. Whoa. The sun sword. For each sunlight. Whoa. Is that just a one cost? Get out of here. Now I need to look for the sun. Grab that. And just in case we run across a chest, we'll grab a little skeleton key. Now I got son of a bitch. The boots. The boots. You know what? Fuck these items. The boots. The boots. Why I keep saying it, it's because of the block. If you stack up block, you never have to worry about using your shield, and then it's just more damage you can throw out. Oh my gosh, this is adjacent and diagonal. Shouldn't that not be you as well? Or does that only proc because of you? I'll keep it though. Extra experience, and then this fight should also level me up. So 3 damage on the buff up, and then we'll stick to you. Just gotta send the message with the sword. Oh, I thought I was like, where is that? Yeah, might as well. Whoa. Whoa. Honeysuckle. Adjacent weapon good. Mask of Pride. For each item below, +2 block. On take damage, items below are disabled for +1 turn. You know what? Oh, not bad. Let's take that and that. If I do that, oh, that does not target that. Because is that only shield? Oh, that is only shield. This is armor. I see. So it gives you 3 items. That also gives me 3 items. I'll do it this way. Actually, I'll do it. Yeah. Flip it that way. Oh yeah, that was the guy who wants to trade stuff. To the next floor. What's that? Whoa. If there is an item along a diagonal line, item is disabled. Oh, I see. That's kind of crazy. We're just gonna grab another shiv. And move on. What are you? That black symbol with the little evil minion guy was kind of how I would say minion. Gives him a little minion. So that's why I was so aggro towards that second part. Because like hell I want to fight more people. Grab that real quick. Also, you might see this little particle right here. Black particles falling off. The dungeon is collapsing here. What that pretty much means, you either get the left or the right. One or the other. So, I'm going with the chest and the money. Not worth it. There is like, you can have like gauntlets essentially. And you're eventually scratching all the time. But, I'm going to take a quick gander. Ooh, the Needler. 7 damage, adds to poison the enemy, but it also loses damage. Oh, the sun. I would have to get rid of so much for the sun. That's a funny statement, but you know what? Have my leftovers. How big's the sun? It's a 4. Because I would have to get rid of 2 of you. So if I get rid of double shiv and the pursuit of the sun, yeah, because it gives sunlight to all adjacent items. Mainly it matters for the sword because for each sunlight plus 4, so now it does 9 damage and some burn. Let's go. Yeah, let's see who's chilling over here. You know what? It never pays off, but 7. Should I? Fuck it. Oh. Damn. It is higher rarity, but I can't put it in my backpack. Start moving out to the side. Oh, this item has a use in Haversack Hill. It's got 3 open. I'm gonna take the ring. Then take this. The ring adds 5 max HP when I take the ring off. As you can see, it just takes it off. Damage knife, 3 uses for free, but once I use all 3, it's destroyed. I get 8 damage out of each use though. Grab some more money. Who's hanging out over here? See a wall up ahead and think, you need to turn back. Then he realizes it's not a wall, it's a huge rodent, a capybara. Hello friend, he says. I'm looking for items of this type. He wants an armor piece. Usually it's like you give him something, he kind of gives you something similar back. I'll give him the helmet. He takes it. That's great. Maybe you want one of these instead. Either the same helmet back. Sure, yeah, I'm just gonna take the same helmet back. To the next floor. Or the boss. The Ferret King. Just use that. Get some burn stacked up. Damn, almost 50 damage off turn 1. Summon a minion. Ooh, that's so much. Ooh. This guy is a coward. So the moment I get anyone without coward the status on, any cowards left on the battlefield just leaves, pretty much. If anyone without coward is dead. So this is gonna hurt, but he'll die. Oh, I thought I was gonna take damage, but looks like I skipped by on that. Give me the cheese. And that's another run. But honestly, I think I'll call it there. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking it out. But yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one.